Welcome to the DJNTV Chill Room Chat, your space to unwind and talk shop. This episode is sponsored by MadeByDJs.com, innovative tools designed specifically by DJs for DJs. DJEventPlanner.com, the industry standard for streamlining your business and booking faster. And DJRequests.com, the easiest way to manage your dance floor's vibe in real time. Support the show by using our Amazon affiliate link at djntv.com/Amazon. Now, let's get into the mix.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hanging on Tuesday Nights. I just got done doing a planets alignment situation where it was Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo at the same time. And now I'm back. But Bill had a really interesting topic he was talking about. And I thought it'd be fun to go around the room and discuss what equipment we started with. We got a group of seasoned DJs in here, been doing this since, I think everybody's been doing this since the 80s at this point, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jay started in the 90s. He's a kid. So we're really the OGs here. And let's talk about what we started with and what you learned from that. And who wants to go first? Do you want to go, Bill?
Sure. I want to start with the classic of it all, realistic. Everybody who started in that time had a realistic mixer. It was a Radio Shack kind of thing that
Damon shaking his head. No.
I bypassed that mixer.
I had that mixer.
We all had that mixer.
Well, except Damon.
My friends had it, but I never had it.
With the 3 microphone inputs.
Yeah.
Yes. And just the toggle switch. Yes.
Yeah, it was just a switch, and with the stutters, you go back and forth just on the switch. It was kind of a cool little stutter effect.
Yep. And it had actually the
UV meters.
Yeah, not only had it then, but have it now. It's still in my house. I still have it.
I wish I had kept.
Give it to the Smithsonian someday.
I was going to say, is that belonging there? Should that be in a museum?
It works perfectly. Just the little yellow lights behind the VUs don't light up anymore.
It
works.
I never hated that mixer.
Unfortunately, today, if you try to fix that, they put LEDs in it. But
yeah, I never hated that mixer.
No.
The only thing that you had to do is add a GEQ to it. So you had some big, like, household, 19-inch graphic equalizer under it. That's how we did it. We always had the mixer on top and the EQ underneath.
15 band per side.
Yes. Yes.
And
I'm just doing one piece right now. There's
okay.
A few, but
all right. Damon.
Okay, well, I guess I was a little blessed because I didn't have the realistic mixer. I had an Audio Techniques AM100 mixer. Okay, I remember it clear as day. It was 2 turntable channels, 2 phono channels, and then 2 line channels with 1 mic input. And it had, it was beautiful.
Wow.
The line inputs were not connected to the crossfader, but the turntable inputs were.
Okay.
And the cool thing, UV meters. Got to have UV meters back then. And I got lucky. It had bass and treble on it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
That is pretty
mixer.
cool.
I love that mixer. And like I said, it was very nice, very good crossfader. I mean, it was the top of the line. All my friends like, how did you get that? I'm like, they sell it at the appliance store down the street.
What year are we talking?
This is 84.
84. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
John.
Well, before buying the turntables, I did, the mismatched set that everyone has when they start off. I had a home stereo, and this is one of the component all-in-one deals. So it's your FM tuners on the front. You got the very floaty turntable with the peg with the drop spindle.
Yeah, for auto.
Yeah. It's got the when you lift the phono lid, there's a cassette player on the top, and it's a load slot with the 8-track player in it.
So I was gonna ask about the detract. Yeah,
that was turntable 1. So then, for I think my birthday in like 84 or something, I got this all-in-one cube thing, this New York system. So it also had a turntable on the top, but it was very different than the one from before. It had a slot load cassette and a front load, like a door cassette, like a real one, digital tuner, 5-band EQ, and that was my other turntable. So I would start a record on the 1970s machine, and I would try to mix it in with the 1983 machine. There wasn't any mixer involved. I was just doing it for myself in my bedroom. It's just when one record stopped playing, you just turn that one down with the knob on it, and then you try to get the other one on and in a way that makes sense. And then, of course, you buy the Radio Shack mixer and try to connect the outputs, the speaker outputs, which you're not supposed to do, but it worked. It's not a line level out. It's it's variable out based on the volume. But then to getting into the turntables, it was I had like a Panasonic. It was jet black Panasonic, and then I got a Toshiba, which was gray, so they looked weird, and it was just kind of you made do. They were both belt drives. They weren't anything fancy, and then eventually I evolved into getting techniques, belt drive techniques to start off with. But a match and set looked really cool. And I was able to get those out for probably 3 seasons to 3 years, probably 84, 5, 6. And then cassettes just got easier. It's like, I can just make my own greatest hits tapes and just take those to a gig. So then it very quickly became just take one of the turntables and a cassette player, and you just alternate, because you'd have a shoebox of cassettes that now has 2,000 songs, and you take maybe 20 records to fill space, and you go back and forth. But as we evolve over the years, that's just now it's I got plenty of records, and I didn't mind taking because I didn't have the fancy ones like you guys, the 1200s, but they were heavy. I had friends that had them, and we had to move them sometimes, and it was before they really made good cases for them. And you put it back in the styrofoam, you put it back in the cardboard box, and you sealed it up, and you took it to the gig. And you unpacked it, you took off the styrofoam and tried not to make a mess, because every time you took it out, you'd lose a little more styrofoam.
Did it have the metal base plate?
I had the big silver feet or whatever, the 4. I mean, it was a full unit, just that we didn't have cases. We were just kids, and we didn't have licenses, so we couldn't take this on our bikes and ride it to a gig. We had to ask older folks, like, "Hey, can you take me here, take me there?" We would take out, ads in the newspaper, in that musicians thing. It's like mobile DJ was worth like $25. It would run in like 3 or 4 want ad magazines. I don't know if you guys remember want ads.
Yeah.
I do.
And you got your first business card printed, with black and white, when your phone number only had 7 numbers, you didn't even have to put an area code on the front of it. That's how far back, I guess. But that's how we all started. Now life's better, it's easy, and all these years later, here we are, still doing it.
Yeah.
Brian?
I started DJing in 84, much like Damon, same age, 13 years old, but it was in skating rinks. And I didn't own any of my own gear until I was probably in my very late teens, early 20s. And even at that, it wasn't roadworthy gear yet. But the skating rink I started working at, it was the realistic mixer we all talk about, and mismatched Technics 1200 turntables. Now, I was working at that skating rink for a while, and then it closed down, and then I got the job doing mobile stuff. And the rink had reopened when I was probably, I don't know however old I was in 1989. And I went back, and if I was doing a mobile on a Saturday, I would work the rink on a Friday. So I was always DJing, It wasn't any money. It was just something to do. But same turntables in the booth, same mixer in the booth. And I actually have a picture.
Frozen in time, yeah.
I have a picture of this from 89. Right there. So these were
that's what we all started on. Those were Audio Technicas?
No, those are techniques.
Those are techniques,
but they're mismatched.
Yeah,
one's belt drive, one's not, and they're not the same deck. And here's the realistic mixer we're talking about.
Yeah.
So same booth, but like 6 years after I started there. So
oh God, I think every roller rink booth looked like that.
I didn't work on a set of 1200s until probably 90 when I started at clubs. And I got to tell you, it was easy because I've been working with junk for so long. Queuing was nothing. Startup was nothing. Those old turntables, bring it back a revolution and a half for the startup time sometimes to get them up,
to give it time to wind up.
yeah. So 1200 is like eighth of a turn and you got it, or less. You know,
that was a Grandmaster Flash segment, wasn't he? He went to all the record stores and he checked the backspin to see how long it took the record to get up to speed. And that's why he decided on the Techniques models that he liked so much.
No, unfortunately, I was not privy to the technology of slip mats until much later on.
Oh yes,
which would have helped.
Yeah,
you take the LP, like a junk record or something you bought at a used
right. You take a little plastic sleeve, cut it.
You can take the sleeve. I just cut the cardboard into two and made the cardboard ones and figured out where the center was and 1 and 2, and
you made your slip mat.
Just made it out of cardboard, because when I would catch the record, I would hold the cardboard too, so the platter was spinning, but the record and the cardboard below it, that's where you didn't let the record spin on the cardboard. You would have scratched the hell out of them. But
I didn't learn that trick until I started in clubs at like 18 or whatever it was, which was a ridiculous age to start clubs, but that's how it was back then.
Well,
something else. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to add that. Keep in mind back then that DJing, to say you were a DJ wasn't cool. To say you were in a band was cool. So it's not like everybody was beating each other over the heads to become a club DJ or a DJ at all. They wanted to be in bands. If you were a DJ, you were kind of a joke. So it wasn't even the cool guy job. It was just a gig I had.
So we had the opposite effect around here.
Well, for hip hop, it was different. Or for house, it was different. Yeah.
I'm going to throw one out at you that you guys are going to laugh. Before I got into vinyl, I was on carts.
Radio station, hey?
Yes.
Wow.
Very familiar with carts.
So carts are basically, looks like an 8-track tape, but it has a single loop. So you didn't have to rewind it.
It was cued all the time.
It's cued all the time. Exactly.
Yeah.
And radio stations loved them because you popped it in, you hit the one big button, and
it was off and running. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't really get to mix with it, but it's an instant online, like you're there. People forgot about those. Carts were a thing.
That was all the commercials, because we
the commercials,
non-public radio, MLN, maps. When I was I did the two years on the radio station, I lived in town, and all of the communication students went home for the summer. And they're like, who's going to be here to run the radio station and take as many shifts as they want? DJ John is going to take all the shifts and be on the air as much as he can. So, yeah. And
WCOZ and
wow. MLN was "We Make Loud Noise." That was the tagline. They liked it. And it was a melon. I'm not sure you're on the melon. Yeah. It's a broadcast radius of about 600 feet outside of the college.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't go far. I wasn't doing traffic. The weather only was like what I could see outside the window. It wouldn't be important to anyone else.
Cloudy. Yeah.
Look outside. The rocks are wet. It's raining. Yeah.
It's nighttime. Yeah. That's but I had to get all the shifts. I did, like, when we need someone to come in and do 8 to midnight. Okay. And then the midnight guy doesn't show up. Well, all right, I'll take the midnight to 4 or whatever. It was summertime. I got all this extra time, but it was an old school DJ booth. They had studio A, B, and C, which were all set up exactly the same. And it was the big silver face mixer with the black rotary knobs. So when you wanted to turn the microphone on, it would click out of the 0 position, and as soon as you got beyond that, the red light would come on air, right? And you'd figure out where your mic level was good. So you couldn't start at the level and then just mute it. You had to turn the stupid knob all the way off.
Yeah.
Every time you wanted to talk, you had to find that level again. And you come in, you start the shift, and you're kind of quiet, and you're watching the meters, and then by you're up loud, and then you get excited as you start playing more songs or doing more bits or interviews, because we had people come into the studio. We had to do interviews. It was fun. But yeah, you got really good with those rotary knobs. So the knobs are all in a row in front of you. There's about 8 of them, and both the turntables are way over here.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're trying to get to the record, and you're trying to play with the knob, and it's just like you really learn to be super ambidextrous to try to figure out how to keep that roll. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, rotary mixers too is another thing. And carts were all
Actually, Stranger Things, the last season, really showed off the radio station of what it was in its time, and that was good.
I'm thinking about something else that I used, because I remember this one club I worked at. It was a beautiful club. I was probably 20 feet in the air in a booth. It was a new place. It was hot. Video was the thing. So
Okay.
you were playing your 1200s. Oh my God, this place is legit. It's got 1200s. So you're playing like, your Blue Monday and your Every Day is Halloween and whatever. Your cool 12-inch single is your American Soviets, all that stuff. But then if it's like a real hot track, you got the video of it. So for video, those of you who are using VDJ right now with video and doing KJ stuff and all that stuff, okay. 2 hi-fi VHS players.
Yep.
Everything's on VHS. The Q monitors were little black and white camping TVs, like little battery powered, like 5-inch screen black and white TVs. Those were the monitors to cue your video. And to switch from the audio is no big deal. The audio is on your mixing board because it's audio out of the hi-fi VCR into the board. So you go to line and you're there, right? But to switch video, Radio Shack A/B switch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you gotta mix you if you can mix the audio, great. But usually you're just blending it, right? Because what are you gonna do? But then you also have to reach over and hit this A/B switch. That's what you had for transitions.
So
that's what we had for transitions.
Unit 1 to unit 2, click.
Yep.
Same thing for the kids that had the the cable box and the video game hooked up, and you only had one coax on the back of the TV. You needed that A/B push button, right?
Yeah.
With the big silver box and the slide. Yeah.
It was exciting though. I remember because I would wait to do video. I'd wait. We got a little bit of a crowd, and I would tease them because I would drop the screens because the screens were automatic. And, ooh, videos come in, and then it's the next track come on, boom, video. That was the thing. But when you weren't doing video, you brought the screens up.
If you were you brought it down for a special occasion song, like I'm going to play this one, and on that,
I might do
VHS
a half hour, 45 minutes of video. But when I'm done, and it goes up.
Yeah,
and then I'll mix records for a while, and then I'll drop the screen again and do more.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and sometimes we make our own ambient videos, just stuff to play, so people could watch it. And the way I used to do it, I made my own custom ones. My parents had a satellite dish, so we had all these weird test patterns and all these weird foreign programs and things. I would just record those all night long and do like a 2-hour weirdo montage. There'd be like black and white Popeye cartoons in there, or there'd be weird shows from the Middle East, or there'd be test patterns from Canada. Just whatever I could find that was weird would be my ambient stuff.
It just felt like at home they were just going click, click, click through the knobs. It's just like, not know what channel am I on. It has nothing to do with what's playing in the video, but it's eye candy.
Right.
It keeps it interesting. Like,
Betty Boop cartoon, test pattern.
Yes, very
about
early Frankie Goes to Hollywood of you. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
How about 5 characters that will describe history in perfection?
Oh boy, Bill, you've thought this out, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Go ahead.
CS 800.
Okay.
Evie.
Oh, I never had them.
Oh, you never used that?
Well, no, I used them. I never. Well, we had them.
The brick
at the mobile. The mobile company I worked for, the multi-op had them, and they were boat anchors.
Yep.
Oh,
And they
100%.
and they had them in these big, like 4 foot tall anvil racks.
Yeah.
But that's where you packed all the wires in too. So the rack weighed like 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to have
Oh,
two
yeah.
people go to every gig because nobody could handle the amp rack by themselves. It was on wheels, didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
It was the club upstairs. Of course it is.
I mean, in fact, that case, that you had a 6 foot table you put your turntables on with the carpeted pads so they wouldn't try to help skip prevention, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, your realistic mixer, your graphic EQ underneath, and then that tall 4 foot amp rack sat next to the table, and that's what you put your record crate on.
Oh, just so everybody knows what we're talking about, it looks like this.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
never had to lug one of those around.
so it was great because I used to split them because they were such a powerful amp in its time. I split the highs on one side and I did the subs on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, bi-amping that would have sucked.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Just
it
have to
would.
carry that stuff around.
But you just split it. You run your subs on one, your tops on the other, and you pounded every hall you ever went into. It's just, that was stupid power.
So if
Well,
you're in the room, oh, go ahead, David.
I was gonna say, but before I got the power amps, I was carrying a Marantz receiver around
Oh,
with Fisher speakers, and
nice.
you know, this is still my early teens. I mean, so you know, I didn't know shit about carrying the power amps around and stuff like that. I didn't have nobody to bounce ideas off of. Nobody was telling me really nothing. So I was like, hey, I got these Fisher speakers, and
Mhm.
they was
Why not?
they were they were 15-inch two-way, you know, and Marantz receiver, and that thing rocked. But the funny thing is, when you push that Marantz receiver too hard, the fuse will pop.
Yep.
Because you weren't running the right impedance.
Yeah, it's impedance. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I got good at the parties I was doing. I would Radio Shack fuses. They're $1 for like 4 of them.
I can
Right.
tell anybody who's watching this that I don't know hardly anybody. Like it, if most people tell you that they knew how to build a system back in the 1980s, 1990s, they're lying to you.
Mhm.
No one understood Ohm's law. Nobody understood program power. Nobody understood headroom. We just would take an amp and speakers and say, "Oh, there you go."
Yep.
We didn't like do any math because we didn't know. We were all idiots.
But I will at least pop one fuse per gig, and I got so good at that I can change a fuse out in 30 seconds. And
Yeah.
Talking on the mic while you're changing.
Right.
Hey, everybody, having a good time while you're changing
Yeah.
this. Let me hear
Reaching,
you
reaching in the
scream.
back, changing the fuse without even looking, just
Yeah.
knows
You
where
just
the little
did
thing
it by
is. You got to
feel.
give it a little quarter turn, pop, it's out, in with the new one. Wow,
Yeah.
that's hot. The one coming out, you're like, damn. I wonder why she popped. Yeah,
Stuff happened,
Yeah.
but
stuff
I
happened.
mean, this was all like trial by fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but you learn to improvise. If something stops working, you know what to do, not only to fix it, but to fill the time because dead air's always been a bad thing.
Yeah.
But you get on the mic and you say something or whatever, you act like it's planned. I used to do this thing, like if we ever had a record skip really bad, you know, all the way to the end or just scratch over, and we went to dead silence, everybody would be like, ah, I get on the microphone, I'd say, okay, on the count of 3, everybody boo the DJ. 1, 2, 3, boo. I hope you all feel better about yourselves and you got that out of your system. Next
Brian,
track.
do you remember
Right.
these?
And then off with the next one. Just a little
Yeah.
distraction technique there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That wasn't that long ago.
Now,
No.
That was what, 20 years ago for me.
So, funny story. I'm playing an event. We're in the Boston area, and one of the events was in a town that basically is an island. So there's one causeway that kind of goes to it, and that's the connection for everything, including power. Hot, hot, hot summer day. We go in, we set up, we do sound check, everything's great. But that was also at 2 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock rolls around. And obviously everybody who lives in Nahant, John will get this, went home, turn on the air conditioner. So I go hit play and everything is just distorted. It just sounds
Brown out. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I ran to Radio Shack.
As one does.
Ended up getting
Like you
two
do.
battery-powered CD players, ran them through my mixer at lower power because if you hit any kind of thump, it would distort. But that's what I saved my event with. But I was running those, and when you hit play and you turned it up, it was just distortion. It was
Yeah.
just nothing. Because you're right, it was a
Yeah.
brownout because all
Yeah.
the power going to the island was coming through one channel, and everybody had their ACs on.
We're out of time, but this has been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
This was a cool session.
Maybe we'll do another one like this sometime. Just kind of remember what we said here. And
Oh, I can remember. I remember all my equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.